Good afternoon, Mets fans, and happy Harvey Day. Yes, it is Tuesday, and the snow yesterday, unexpected though it was, caused Harvey Day to move back a day. It also caused me to miss a day of driving with Mr. Met. So I'm here today to talk a little bit about the weekend series with the Cardinals, and starting the year 2-1. And I'm also here to talk about the start of tonight's abbreviated series with the Phillies, when my boy Matt Harvey will be on the mound for the Amazons. So as I mentioned, the Mets started the season 2-1, taking 2 games of the first 3 of the season against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are a good team. I don't know that they're a great team, but they're certainly in the upper end, certainly the upper half of the teams in the National League, and the Mets played very well against them. It was interesting to see the way the Mets scored some runs on opening day without the benefit of a home run, and they scored their first 2 on Saturday, again without the benefit of a home run. And then, of course, Darno and Cespedes hit home runs, and there ended the streak. But again, it was worth noting that as I hit the rumble strips because of the mail truck, it's worth noting that the Mets offense looked really good. Again, short series, small sample size, etc. But it was nice to see them able to score runs without hitting a home run. On the pitching end of the equation, we talked about Noah on opening day. We had DeGrom looking DeGrominant on Saturday, even though he didn't have his best stuff. And then there was Steven Matz on Sunday. And Steven Matz, just underwhelming performance to start the season. At best, underwhelming. He needs to do better. We are going to reach a point in time here where there's going to be the need for Matt to step up, because if Seth Lugo does what he did in the spring, he may force himself to remain in the rotation, and maybe Steven Matz, who ends up going down to AAA or being demoted to the bullpen or something. So Steven Matz has to be a little concerned about his performance on Sunday, and hope that it was a blip and not a continuation of where things were last year for him. We all know that he has the talent. We all know that it's very important for him as a lefty to establish himself as a force in the rotation every 5 days, but it's up to him to do it. And much like the Mets gave Zach Wheeler the opportunity to grab the brass ring, Matz has the same opportunity. It's now up to him to show that he's going to do it. Before we talk about tonight's game, I do want to touch on the fact that look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Hansel Robles pointing at a home run. 3 days without Hansel is all we got to start 2018. Anthony Swarzak is on the DL with a strained left oblique, and in his place is Hansel Robles. I'm hoping that Mickey Callaway does with Robles what the Mets did with Oliver Perez in the latter part of his career, when he was moved to the bullpen and just never used. It would be nice to see the same happen with Robles, where he just sits there and is a warm body and nothing else. It sucks that Swarzak got hurt. Hopefully it's nothing major. I did not see the results of the MRI. I don't know whether it turned out to be anything worse than just a strain. But he's gone for the next 2 weeks or so, and in his place we'll see our boy Hansel, who should do nothing but warm the bench for the other guys in the bullpen. Tonight, the Mets face the Phillies, start of a 2-game series in New York. Then there's a break, and then the Mets are in the nation's capital facing the Nationals. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But tonight, I think we're all looking forward to Harvey Day 2018. And I've made no bones about it. I'm a big Matt Harvey fan. Underneath my sweatshirt, I'm wearing my Matt Harvey jersey, one of 3. I love him, and I so want him to succeed. And everything that I've read and everything that we've heard from Matt and from what others have said about Matt Harvey this year it seems like it would be such a great story if he were able to recapture that magic, because he seems like he's embracing the changes that he needed to make in himself to better himself as a pitcher. This is his last chance. I mean, not to beat the dead horse and not to sound cliched, but he's pitching for his life, in his baseball life this year. And I just hope that he's able to come out and not be the Dark Knight, but just be the best version of Matt Harvey that he can be. The team needs him to be a number 3 and to step up and be the number 3. He doesn't have to go out and strike out 13 guys. He doesn't have to go out and get a nosebleed while almost throwing a perfect game. He just has to be good enough to anchor the middle part of that rotation. I think he can be. I hope he can be, and I think we'll all happily accept him as a legitimate number 3 if that's what he's able to make himself into. The Dark Knight was fun, but that's a thing of the past. Matt Harvey is here tonight, and hopefully he's able to come out and do what Matt Harvey in 2018 can do. Real quick note for tomorrow, for those of you that don't know, the game will be broadcast on Facebook Live. I believe that will be the only place you can watch tomorrow's Mets-Phillies game. For me, that's a good thing, because living in the Philadelphia market, I don't ever get to see the Mets play the Phillies. So I'm looking forward to being able to see them play tomorrow. I don't think that I'll like the announcers, but whatever. It's better than nothing, I guess. I can always mute it and listen to Howie and Josh on the radio. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Sorry I didn't have something posted yesterday, but I will be back probably after the game tomorrow to chat about the wrap of this short 2-game series. After that, as I noted, the Mets will be in DC, as will I. On Saturday, I will be with the 7-Line Army with my brother. We will be there watching the Mets and the Nationals on the second game of the opening weekend series in DC at Nationals Park. So that'll be fun. I'll talk more about that on Thursday when I come back tomorrow afternoon with a new video. So until then, thank you for watching. Sorry for rambling, and as always, let's go Mets.